Hey, Bolo buddies. Thanks for watching. All right, you guys, let's talk about some big money bolos. Items to be on the lookout for, items you can hopefully buy low and flip for a big profit. I'm going to tell you where they got it, what they paid for it, and what it sold for. This is my Bolo Buddies Facebook group. And at the top of the group, under the featured section, I have a share post. If you share your big money bolo under that post, I will feature it in a video just like this. Please be sure to shout out any social media or anywhere you sell that you would like me to mention in the video. And I will definitely do that to help you guys grow in your business as well. All right, so we're going to start here with the first one. And it is this Disney Parks 2019 Artist Series Ornament, Lady and the Tramp by Alex Mahar. And it says, these Disney Series limited edition artist ornaments appear to be a major bolo. I picked this up kind of blind at an estate sale. There was one corner of a room where I got a fraction of a bar of service, and I just had to kind of guesstimate on all the ornaments I picked up that day. I think I paid around $5 for this ornament, took a couple months, and sold for full price. There are a lot of these artist series ornaments that go for 75 plus. So it looks like this one sold for $99.99. And number one, it's Disney, but it has animals on it. And people love animals. They love their dogs, right? Super cute. All right, let's look at the next one here. Limax Village Collection Carnival Amusement Table Accents Decor Set of 6. Most people know Limax stuff can be a bolo. However, I wanted to point this one out because apparently the Limax Circus stuff, which I had no idea existed, is a major bolo. I underpriced this item by about 50%. It took about 33 seconds to sell. And since I got it for $2 at a rummage sale, I decided to let it go. eBay store is what the flip did I buy? I love that flip because he flips stuff on eBay. Great name, but you can see it right here. And that is, look, it was originally $2.50. So I don't know what he sold it for. It says $69.99, but says he took a best offer. But he says he sold it too low. Look at that. Oh my gosh, how cute is this little set? Huh. Wow, that is cute. Yeah, I think the Limax Halloween stuff goes for a lot as well. It's been a while since I've done a search on Limax. All right, here's the next one. Grandin Road Max Moose, fa la la, ugly Christmas sweater figurine. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this dude. It's Christmas time. I might have shared some of these moose figurines in a previous video. Cannot recall. I don't think so. I think this is the first I've seen the moose. Picked these up at an estate sale. They were marked $75 each, but it was 75% off. Nobody had touched these, and I did some research at the sale. The brand not marked on the statues is Grandin Road, which is a high-end decor brand that I believe you can only purchase their items online. Sold max here for an offer of $150 after it had been listed for 5 to 6 months. And this is WTFDI buy. Very, very cool bolo. Probably unexpected, right? All right, let's look at the next one here. This is Malin Hydro Coronado Tropical Noise Snapback Hat Hydro Green Rope Cord Cap. Rare. Here's a bolo hat brand for you. Malin, MELIN hats are very desirable and well-constructed modern hats. They occasionally pop up at my local thrift stores. I buy them whenever I see them, even if I'm paying up to $10 because they're an easy sale for $30 to $40 all day long. Was going to keep this one because I like the look, but decided to look it up first. Was shocked to find this was a rare one. Listed for $150 and took 2 months to sell for full price. Wow. Huh. Isn't that crazy, you guys? Just crazy. All right, let's look at the next one here. And there's a little logo, help you remember. This is Mulanium, Mullanium, Jim and Tori Mulan Steampunk Songbird, and opera glasses signed. Ooh, it's signed on the glasses. I want to see if there's a close-up. That was a good catch. Oh, I see, on the opera glasses at the bottom. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking. All right, there you go, guys. Just trying to see. Oh, it's not signed on the opera glasses. I totally read that wrong. It's just a title. It's just a title, Bolo. Get it together. So just saying that it's signed. It's signed on the bottom. But look how cool this is. That is a cool bird. Here is the crown jewel of my recent finds. I stopped into the Goodwill a couple of weeks ago at lunch. I do this on a regular basis so I can look through the whole store in 30 minutes as I can spot the new stuff on shelves and carts. Didn't see anything on a new cart that came out, so I went and looked in the board game aisle. Finished looking at the board games and decided to give the cart a second look. I don't know if it was buried or what, but someone had looked at it and set it back down so it was standing up. I immediately grabbed it because of the steampunk look. I figured I could get at least 30 to 40 for it. When I looked it up on Google Image, I found Worth Point comp for almost the exact same one for 350 from 10 to 15 years ago. I confirmed the signature on the bottom and looked up current comps. These little statues sell for between 500 and 1300. I priced mine to move it. Paid $1.99 and took an offer of 650. What the flip did I buy? Wow, what a great sale. That is fabulous. And you guys, if you don't have WorthPoint, it really is a valuable tool. I do have a referral link. It's in the description of the video if you want to check that out. I pay by the year. If I remember correctly, it's cheaper if you pay by the year than it is by the month, but make sure it's something you're going to use. It is pricey, but it has definitely made me more money in my business. So something to keep in mind. Okay, here's the next one. License plate purse, Georgia, crossbody, shoulder bag, recycled handbag. So it looks like it is a license plate purse. Oh my goodness, look at that. Paid $8 at a yard sale, sold for 104 plus shipping, listed for 4 months. This is Piece of Scrap on YouTube and Poshmark. Give her a follow, guys. Right here's her name, Piece of Scrap. 104, that is a cool item. Very cool. All right, let's go on to the next one. This one here. Woo! Found this necklace in a Ziploc bag at a garage sale for $2. You got to be kidding me. $2. The back said Modenci in Sharpie. Modenci. 240 in Sharpie. Somebody wrote in Sharpie on it. I did my research, found out it was more than that. I sold it in a Facebook group for this kind of jewelry for $1,000, including shipping, tracking, insurance. With PayPal fees, I netted about 920. Wow, that is fabulous. Yeah. I'm guessing maybe it's a native piece, and whew, yeah, they can go for thousands. And I'm guessing I don't know. I don't know. I'd like that one. I'd like to do some research on, but I'm sure she researched it. But you get into those Facebook groups where they collect this stuff and they know what an amazing piece. $2 at a garage sale. Fabulous. This one here is a St. Louis Cardinals piggy bank ceramic coin baseball MLB pig money vintage. She said she sold her son's piggy bank. $52 shipped. It was listed 5 months. She said her son is now 21. So he probably didn't care that she sold his piggy bank. And she sold it on eBay. And that is Piece of Scrap also, guys. So she sells on multiple platforms and has a YouTube channel. This one is also Piece of Scrap. It is a Snap-on Tools RA jacket canvas large vintage from 2005. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Snap-on is a brand to be on the lookout for, whether it be their tools, their accessories, anything Snap-on, look it up. She paid $9 at a thrift store, sold on promo for $123 shipped. Took 6 months to sell. This is a nightgown. This is also a Piece of Scrap. She paid $3.75 for this at a thrift store and accepted an offer of $95 shipped within days of listing. Yeah, if you guys have not looked up nightgowns, this one is a miscellaneous gown. Do your research because some nightgowns sell for crazy money for sure. All right, the next one here is also Piece of Scrap, and this is a Creative Memories wedding album, Promise Roses scrapbook cover, 12 by 12. So if you guys have never sold scrapbooks, they do pretty good. Some of them can go for a decent amount. She sold this for $60. She paid $3 for it at a thrift store, listed less than a month. This one here is vintage 1977 Gilligan's Island rubber action figures, set of 3 play school. So these are things that you can find all the time at garage sales, thrift stores. They're usually in little bags. You can just get them in bags full. Not big money bolo, but fun ones. Found these Gilligan's Island figures together in a bag at an estate sale. Paid 50 cents. Sold the same day for a best offer of $20. So it's a same day sale. I love fast sales. Buyer paid shipping. She said it made her happy as it was a slow sales day. Also bought the vintage wrapping paper in great condition, unused. at the same estate sale for 50 cents and sold in 5 days for $19.99. Buyer paid shipping. Thank you, Courtney, for all the videos. I've learned so much from them. Max merch on eBay. And here is the wrapping paper that she sold for $19.99. And isn't that cute? So cute. Unexpected. Always look things up, guys. Here's the next one. 1928 Miniature Diagrams Quilt Patterns Catalog, Ladies Art. She said, I bought a stack of vintage quilting magazines at a family estate sale for $1 and found these inside one of them. Almost listed them with a lot of 80s magazines, but then I decided I should investigate them further. Found one comp of a 1890s version that sold for $124.99. Listed these for $119.99 and took a best offer of $90. Took 3 months to sell. There were over 500 miniature diagrams in these tiny little brochures. Wow, that's a really cool one, right, guys? Stuffed in a magazine. This one is mine, and I bought this on Whatnot. So if you guys have things that you bought on Whatnot and flipped on eBay, please share them. I love it when I see the I bought it on Whatnots. And I bought this, I believe I paid $5 for it. I was over at Deal Master Kim. You guys might want to write that down. Deal Master Kim, all one word, lowercase, on Whatnot. I bought this for $5 and I sold it for $80 and the buyer paid shipping, and it sold pretty quick. It is a vintage Monet gold tone cuff bracelet. And when she pulled that out, I was like, ooh, that looks like a bolo. I wasn't sure. And it was hard finding comps on it. So I just listed it high and waited for the right buyer. But again, like I said, it didn't take too long to sell. If you guys are not sourcing on Whatnot, it's a great place to source. A lot of sellers start their items very low, and you can get some good deals. If you're not on Whatnot and you would like to join, I do have a referral link down below. You can get $15 to shop if you use that. It's down in the description of the video, along with the my link trees down there if you guys want to join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is completely free, and it's under the link tree link. So come on over and join that and share your bolo. And I am also Bolo Buddies on Whatnot, and I usually start my items at $5 or less, and it is a good time. Lots of fun. I sell jewelry mostly, but I have a toy show and an ephemera show scheduled. I just need to I need to have those shows, so bookmark them. This one here is mine. It is a vintage quilt top, and it's just the quilt top. And I got this at a garage sale for $10. Took a best offer of $75, and the buyer paid shipping. So I sat on this a while. That's why I took the lower offer. And you can see this is a quilt top, so it doesn't have the padding and stuff in it. It's just the top. It still needs to be finished. All right. The next one here is this Brian J. Wilson face jug mini pottery artisan. These face jugs can be very, very valuable. This one was signed right here. So if you see a face jug, look it up. They also make larger ones. This one came in some jewelry that I bought. So I guess you could wear it as a pendant through the side there. But yeah, it's a mini face jug. And I sold that for a best offer of $60, and the buyer paid shipping. Now, the next one is going to knock your socks off. So my husband gave me some jewelry. He helps me source. And this one I just thought looked very, very old. And it says Death to Rum. And I did research, and I'm pretty sure I used Worth Point, but it was really, really hard because there's not a lot of these around. And it is a hatchet stick pin. And before I did this video, I decided to go to Google and search it. What does the term death to rum mean? And it was a slogan used by prohibitionist Carrie Nation, a social reformer who famously used a hatchet to destroy saloons and smash their liquor stock. The phrase reflects her extreme opposition to alcohol, seen as a destructive force. It was often engraved on the hatchet-shaped souvenirs she sold to fund her activities. So this was one of her like fundraiser items. Isn't that crazy? And it dates back to the 1900s. Amazing, right? What a really interesting piece of history. So yeah, I sold that for $100. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out all of the referrals and stuff I have down below. Those are things I use for my business. List perfectly. You can now cross-post to Whatnot. So if you guys are not getting your items over to Whatnot, it is an excellent place to put your items. All right, so 30% off your first month with coupon referral code BOLOBuddies and the link below. That is for List Perfectly. Check out those List Perfectly videos that I have linked in the description and see if it's a good fit for you. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Did I already say that? I think I already said that. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.